What's up, everybody? I realized halfway into the session that I could be recording right now. So here I am. July 8th, New York AM session. So when 10 a.m. hit New York time, I marked out the buy stops and sell stops. This time on the 1 minute time, I mean the 5 minute time frame, because when I looked at the 1 minute, these were equal highs, these were equal lows, and then that these ones, which they get swept out first, so I marked that. But then, no, I don't want all these lines here. So I just went to the 5 minute and I marked out that side. This buy stops, these sell stops. So as you can see, we are approaching an entry. Seen a fair value gap to form, which it did technically right here. Which one do I trade off is the question. After I was setting up the trade as I was talking. I mean, as the price was playing. Now let's target 2%. Get rid from like uh, here. Now for reference, this is where see like these. There's so many equal lows and highs that get made. It's crazy. But yeah, here is the sell stops that I marked out before. Price is gonna close below that in a minute. But as long as it closes below this in the 5 minute, we are currently in a trade. So as long as price breaks, stays below this in a minute and 11 seconds. So this candle and another candle, then it's good. Good break of luck there. So I'm gonna keep it simple. No need to overthink. No need to overcomplicate things. What I was debating when I was talking about which one do I trade, because there was one right here as well, this small one, but then this one got made. I was like, you know what? I mean, I knew this one was gonna be made, but I was like, I'll just take this because this was a little far up. But who knows? It might tap into this and come back down, but that's gonna be comfortable. That's where my stop loss is at. Take profits actually down in 5. Oh, that's the one out. Turn. Don't talk. I need to start recording those trade recaps. Because there's, see all these trades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 videos, but they're gonna be so short. It's gonna be on the one, only the 1 minute. It's crazy. Looks like a high is gonna form me here. Yeah, price respect this fair value gap so far. Price broke below. Price, price broke below this. Stay below this on the 5 minute, which is good. Hopefully looking for a continuation of structure. And this whole week, I'm gonna hold out all of my trades. So I'm not getting out until they hit take profit. Saying it firm on video. That way I can actually, my account can actually live up to the, not even the expectations, but the results of my strategy and not, my percentages being off because I'm not holding my trades. Like last week, according to that strategy, I would have been up 7%, but when you look at my account, it doesn't make sense. Like, how are you up 7% if it's looking like that? I'm like, yeah, it's a long story. Continuation down, which is always nice. Have no fair value action. Yeah, we do. No, I had. Hopefully, it can just make this last leg down after makes another high. See if come on, 1 minute, 45 seconds. So price stays below this. So this kind of another one. Fair value gap didn't get made. Hopefully price respects that for these next 2 minutes. Price breaks below this. There probably will be a retracement on the 5 minute, so I could expect this to come up here. Because you see on the 5 minute there is a fair value gap here. So I won't be surprised if price comes all the way up here into this area and continues down. Because after, if price breaks below this in these next 6 seconds, you can't just keep going down. It wouldn't make sense. But it does make sense. But you also have this high right here that got made. So if price does decide to come up here, it'll make sense if it breaks above this and then comes back down to use as an inversion fair value gap and then to go into this 5 minute fair value gap and then continue down. Or just up these who knows. But if price breaks down like that, then I'm not going to think. There, I do expect some type of rejection because not yet actually after these, but I was expecting rejection from this level, you see. Because these are the old sell stops that I marked out. So it makes sense for price to clear out one side and go down to the other, which is right here, but this didn't say I was gonna hold it. So now we wait. Does look like price wants to go up. Small, okay. Like I said, I'm not surprised. I won't be surprised if price breaks above this and then goes back to that 5 minute because it has to do something. That's a huge rejection. I'm gonna end the video at 11, or if this trade stops before, sorry, before 11, that's when I'll stop the video. I think price is gonna use this as an inversion level. Like I said, I think it's okay if price breaks above these because I think now it's going to its retracement into the 5 minute fair value gap. It has to do what it has to do. But if price breaks above this fair value gap, then I'd say to say it might be a loose trade. But when you look at daily, look at a daily. Price swept these external range liquidities. Hasn't tapped into any fair value gap yet, which is internal range liquidity. So my bias right now, because it did just sweep this external range liquidity, is because I think it's on its way, because I know it's going up. It might even sweep out this one, but my bias is that since it swept out already two different external range liquidities and hasn't tapped into a fair value gap yet on the daily, then I'm predicting it's gonna go sweep this and on its way. So I'm bearish on the daily, and then price did sweep out this external range liquidity and didn't tap back into fair value gap. So it's very overbought, which is why when you see on my chart, you see those IRLs, internal range liquidity. That's what this is on the hourly. Because you see there's two fair value gaps. You have this one, and you have this one. So overall, I'm bearish as well on the hourly and the daily. I haven't really looked on the 4 hour yet, so this fair value gap is being formed. This one right here. As soon as this candle closes, then this fair value gap is going to be valid. Because like I said, it's the same thing here. This external range liquidity got swept, and now based on the relationship between external range liquidity and internal range liquidity, once an external gets swept, then it comes back to an internal. And once an internal gets tapped into, then it goes to reach an external. So I'm bearish on the 1 hour, the daily, and the hourly. Maybe if we can go to the 15 minute. I think got ahead of ourselves, but it's basically the same thing. This got tapped into. I mean, this external range liquidity. Jeez, this liquidity got swept, and this is the nearest fair value gap or internal range liquidity. But I think when we go back to here, back to the 5 minute, it should be up. It should be like right at that 5 minute fair value gap I was talking about. Yeah, tapped in. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Just waiting for it to tap into this, and I think it'll be a continuation down. So after it taps into here, then it'll break down, hopefully hitting that takeoff, who knows. But you'll have that continuation of structure. If it goes perfect. You see that? Quick market structure shift, and then that fair value gap tapped into the fair value gap. Boom. And it's kind of the same thing. When you look at it on the 1 minute, you see that there's a two of these. Oh, that's why it's bold. I'm like, why is it two? Why is it bold? It's because it's two of them. You can kind of have the same relationship here. You know what I mean? You have this external range liquidity, and then it taps back into the internal range liquidity, which is a fair value gap. Then it goes to sweeps the external. See, external, and it comes back to internal, fair value gap, and it sweeps the external, and it taps into the internal. And also, besides that, this is what I was talking about. I was using it as an inversion level. You see how it doesn't want to break down this disrespected fair value gap? Turns into an inversion level. So we'll probably see this shoot up and break over here. That way you can tap into this 5 minute fair value gap. The only bad sign, right? Everything is going good now, right? It's not bad. But if the only bad thing it would be if price breaks above this fair value gap, then it's probably safe to say that it's a loss. But we won't know until it fully plays out. Surprised it hasn't tapped into this fair value gap yet. Thought it would have. But you have this inversion, so you had this fair value gap, and price broke above it, which turned into an inverse level, but you also see it lines up with a regular fair value gap that came from this breakup structure. I mean, this market structure shift. See that? That's backwards. So now we can use that same concept in this fair value gap, right? Price broke above it, and then it respected it, and then price broke below it, so we can expect it to do what it should do and be used as a inverse fair value gap. But another thing too is stuff this fair value gap that's like a trampoline, you know what I mean? It could also respect it once again. But if price breaks below this fair value gap, then it'll most likely continue down. So it's kind of like rubber banding right here. We'll see what happens. Because I think it will break above so that it can tap into this 5 minute fair value gap. Yeah, I mean, if it's in this fair value, within this fair value gap, you have this high, I mean this low. You see how convenient that is, or coincidental that is? Price closed and open at the same price that this low is at. It's crazy. Mm, right? You see this? Look, get out. Not even get out. Let me look. That way, in case price comes right here, I don't. Hold this. One to seven. You might. I said I was gonna hold it, so here I am, holding, waiting for it to be up. Yeah, this market structure shift down after these continuations of structures. There's a bearish, bullish after this, then that's another bearish. And then once this gets made, we'll have this. I am surprised that this 5 minute feedback didn't get tapped into. Maybe price just really wants to. This is where what I was talking about on the 1 hour. These fair value gaps. Those are prices targets right now, in my opinion. I might be able to even get another move, another trade, because you just go on the 1 hour. Once price hits this, then that's a confirmation to go to the lower, and then let's see it, man. Is it gonna happen? Huh? It's playing with this. What was I saying? Yeah, so technically, or I don't know actually, because I don't know if it's 11 or 11:30, but I know some people they trade so either they trade from 9:30 to 11, or is it 9:30 to 11:30? I honestly forgot. But once it taps into a higher time frame, internal range liquidity or external, they go on the lower time frames, like 1 minute, or even 3 minute or 5 minute, and then they um finish the sentence. Then they look for like the same confirmations that I'm using right here, like the market structure shift and then the fair value gap, and then they target. the external rate of liquidity. But if you do it on the 1 hour, it's safe to like you look at that on the 5 minute probably. What is the 5 minute? The reason why, yeah, see, I need price to break below this for another continuation of structure on the 5 minute. But it looks like it's just sweeping. This is why I get out early because of things like this. You know what I mean? Like, I just want price to, do its thing, to just hit. But it takes forever. But like, like the price goes down here and then reverses all the way up. I'm gonna be upset. That's something to be upset about. The price is right there. You know what I mean? Like it's right there. Let's see if I can just hold it up. Just need a small move down. How many pips is this? Literally, look at that. Not even a full pip. The price breaks above this. If it closes above, then I'm gonna get up. Come on. Let's go down, man. Let's go down. Oh my goodness. The anticipation. That's why I created my habit of getting out manually. This is why. This is why. Price doesn't look like it wants to go down anymore. Well, no, price did tap into that for big up. I said I was surprised that it didn't, but it did. I didn't see that. So what is price waiting for? What is it waiting for? I don't want to see this being broke, because that's bad. It's gonna slowly close above and above. Come on, keep it going. Price is playing games, man. Like games, not these types of games. I'm still bearish. Like I'm fairly confident that when I look at my analysis, this is what's gonna happen. When you look at the chart while you're in a trade, it's a whole different ball game. It's like, why? Literally not even it's 2/10 of a pip. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, no, I'm done with that. I'm not playing games anymore. I'm not playing games anymore. I know I said I would I would hold it, but this is I'm not playing games. There we go. Jesus. Would have happened. But oh my God, I was not excited for this to just, nope, I wasn't going for it. I held it. This is progress. Okay. I held it to right here. No, it was like right there, right? 1 to 1.94. I made progress. You can't tell me I didn't. It's better than leaving when it's at 1 risk reward ratio. But there's the one for today. What's that? That's what percentage is that? Plus 1.5%. If I can percentages. I do the math on it. Cool. Now that price tapped into this internal range liquidity, right? On the 1 hour. If price breaks this 5 minute, that 5 minute high, then it's on its way back up. So there's another trade opportunity, but I'm not gonna really dive into that too much. I don't know if I'll trade that, especially right now, because I don't think that it's the trading hours right now. It's like 9:30 to 11, and then 9:30 to 11, and then 1 to 3. So I'll come back at 1, which is 12 my time. Put this in my trunk. That's 5%. Okay, what's the math? My trading ground. 6%. I'm just putting everything in my notes. It's a good thing I didn't trade off that very first fair value gap, because I would have been upset person. So I know I did say trade the first fair value gap, but not doing that. I'm gonna just do like the middle one. But you see how that played out exactly how I expected it to. I was mapping it out for you guys as it was going. These fair value gaps, the continuations of structure. And, oh wait, oh I didn't. Wait, what? Am I like not okay right now? What? 416. I know I wasn't tripping. Look, this high right here is 14, right? On the 1 minute. But on the 5 minute it said it got tapped into, which is 2 pips above what it say on the 1 minute. And I thought I was tripping. Not. But on the 5 minute it did get tapped into. On the 1 minute it like missed by 2 pips, right? But it got tapped into, like I said it would. And first it broke the structure, which I called out. Like if price broke above this, then it'll go to that 5 minute Fibonacci gap, then continue on its way down. You know, price has to do what it does to make that intermediate high. And then it'll continue down, which it did. And then a prediction, right? See how it tapped into that one. Click on a clean chart. Not so clean. And it's the 4 hour. No, but that 4 hour Fibonacci gap isn't playing. You see how it's respecting this fair value gap, their internal range liquidity. So now on the 5 minute, price breaks above here. And And it's safe to say that price will then go for this extra range liquidity or a continuation of structure. It just might take two candles. That way, this is a for sure a high, and then it'll break that high to continue. 30-minute candle. Yeah, this D is in C, but it, see it look even better. Glad I got this trade on recording because I'm recently learning about these internal range liquidities and external range liquidities. And I'm trying to develop it into my trading um plan slash just just trading in general because I think it's a good way to form bias in this case of this trade, when you sit back and look at the analysis, it makes complete sense why it would keep going down until it hit that internal range liquidity, which was right below where my take profit was. You just gotta do better at not letting those emotions get to me. But yeah, if this, so yeah, this breakup structure, let me use this chart as just extra down. After that continuation, this not so price could respect this fair value gap, keep going down. This close in 2 minutes, it'll also do the same thing, make a fair value gap, or it'll use as an inversion on its way up to this external range liquidity. But there's also this daily internal range liquidity. So it could just keep being bearish until it taps into the daily. Before it keeps going up. Because it already swept out a lot of external range liquidity before it ever tapped into any fair value gap, so it's pretty overbought right now. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, learned something from it. Um, I hope you guys have a good day wherever you are, and make sure you are being productive. Peace.